The silence inside the hospital corridor was unlike anything anyone had felt before. Reporters who had been standing outside for hours suddenly froze when the door opened and the medical team stepped out, their faces drained of color. But what truly sent shivers through the hearts of millions was what came next. Jin and Taehyung walking out with trembling shoulders, their eyes red and wet, unable to speak. What had the doctor just said? What could have been so devastating that even Jin, the strongest pillar of calmness in BTS, could no longer hold back his tears? Moments earlier, the doctor's voice echoed through the sterile room. Cameras were not allowed inside, but those who stood near enough described a moment so tense, so fragile, that the air itself seemed to stop. Jungkook's condition, once believed to be stable, had taken a sudden and dramatic turn. "We did everything we could," the doctor reportedly said. Those words alone carried enough weight to crush even the most hopeful hearts. Jin's hands trembled as he reached for Taehyung, who had buried his face in his palms, whispering Jungkook's name over and over again. What truly happened in those final minutes before the doctor's statement remains unclear. But one thing is certain, something inside that hospital changed everything. Fans around the world, millions of armies refreshing their screens in tears, asked the same question: is Jungkook okay? Inside that tense room, sources described Jin's voice breaking for the first time in years. "He can't go through this alone," he said quietly, holding Taehyung's shoulder. It wasn't just fear, it was guilt, grief, and an ocean of unspoken words all crashing at once. Taehyung could barely stand. He pressed his forehead against the cold wall, trying to hold back the sobs that soon escaped uncontrollably. Outside, the world didn't wait for confirmation. Within minutes, hashtags like #StayStrongJungkook and #WeLoveYouJK began trending in over 50 countries. Fans held vigils, online spaces filled with trembling hands typing messages of prayer and hope. Some even posted clips of Jin's last smile at the recent concert, connecting moments that now feel eerily prophetic. Why did Jin seem unusually quiet that night on stage? Why did Taehyung keep looking toward Jungkook's spot during their final song, as if he knew something wasn't right? Those questions now burn like fire across the fandom, leaving everyone desperate for answers the doctors haven't fully revealed. The emotional toll inside the hospital is said to be unbearable. According to a staff member, Jin refused to leave Jungkook's side for hours. He sat silently, his head bowed, holding Jungkook's hand even after the machines stopped their rhythmic sound for a terrifying few seconds. He didn't move. He just whispered, "Wake up, please," said one witness. The doctor quickly intervened, and after a tense moment, Jungkook's monitor flickered back to life. But the fear that swept through that room is something no one there will ever forget. Meanwhile, Taehyung was seen leaving the hospital briefly, tears streaming down his face, followed by staff trying to console him. Fans gathered outside heard him say softly, "He's fighting." That single phrase broke the internet. "He's fighting." Those two words became both a promise and a prayer. Back at HYB headquarters, the atmosphere was said to be equally grim. Executives canceled all upcoming schedules, and internal sources hinted that Bang Si-hyuk himself arrived late at night, personally requesting updates from the medical team. But even he, known for his composure, looked pale and shaken. It wasn't just about a superstar's health. It was about a brotherhood built through years of pain, laughter, and shared dreams suddenly facing its darkest hour. What makes this moment so haunting is the sheer unpredictability of it all. Just days ago, Jungkook had appeared in good health, laughing with staff during rehearsals. Fans who attended the final show remember him waving energetically, his smile bright under the stage lights. Nobody could have predicted that behind that smile was exhaustion, perhaps something more serious, something even he tried to hide so his brothers wouldn't worry. Doctors have yet to release full details about Jungkook's condition. However, the statement given to Jin and Taehyung reportedly included a warning about a critical period over the next 48 hours. That time frame has become the center of every fan's countdown, a race between hope and despair. Social media is now a flood of emotion. Videos of ARMY lighting purple candles, messages written in dozens of languages, all carrying one plea. Please, Jungkook, don't give up. The pain is global, and yet it's deeply personal for everyone who has followed BTS's journey. This isn't just about a singer or an idol. It's about a young man whose voice became a symbol of comfort for millions, now needing that same love returned to him. Inside the hospital, Jin reportedly stayed by Jungkook's side through the night. Nurses say he refused to rest, whispering songs softly under his breath, the same songs they used to sing together during long nights of practice years ago. It was heartbreaking, one nurse said. You could feel that every note was a prayer. Taehyung eventually returned, quieter, eyes swollen from crying. He sat across from Jin and stared at Jungkook for a long time. Then, in a voice barely audible, he said, "If you hear me, please move your hand." There was no response at first. Then, almost imperceptibly, Jungkook's fingers twitched. The room froze. Jin gasped. A doctor rushed forward. For a moment, the tension broke. Hope flickered once more. Was it a reflex or a sign? Nobody knows yet, but for Jin and Taehyung, it was enough. They held on to that moment like it was life itself. Because when you've spent years on the same stage, surviving everything from exhaustion to loneliness, one heartbeat means everything. Fans outside the hospital have refused to leave, holding banners that say, "We're with you, Jungkook." Even in the rain, their chants of "Stay strong" echo through the night. It's a sound that Jin and Taehyung can hear faintly from Jungkook's room, a reminder that the world hasn't stopped believing as the dawn breaks. The doctors are still monitoring Jungkook closely. The official statement promised more information soon, but until then, silence fills the space between every heartbeat. Jin sits quietly, hands clasped, eyes fixed on the monitor. Taehyung leans against the wall, exhausted, whispering, "He's our brother. He'll come back." But will he? That's the question haunting millions right now. Will Jungkook wake up and see the faces that love him most? Will Jin's prayers be answered? Or will this moment mark the most painful chapter in BTS history? For now, the world waits. The lights outside the hospital burn through the night, purple and unwavering. And somewhere in that small, dimly lit room, Jin and Taehyung continue their silent vigil, two souls bound by fear, love, and hope, refusing to let go of the one person who brought light into their world. What happens next could change everything. Stay with us, ARMY. Leave your message of love below, share your strength, and let Jungkook know he's not alone. Because sometimes, hope itself is the loudest medicine.